everybody, how are you all doing today? Welcome back to Mama's Kitchen. Today I'm excited as usual because I'm going to show something that I really like. You know guys, I made this and I truly enjoyed it and I want to share with you. Do you love steaks? Do you eat steak? If you eat steak, then you're going to learn today because I'm going to show you how I made my steak. This is the first time I'll be making steak and I really did it well. It's really came out nice. We enjoyed it. We had it with mashed potato. Though I didn't add gravy to it because I didn't have gravy handy and my children don't like gravy anyway. So we just had it with mashed potatoes and it really turned out right. So if you're ready to do this, let's get into the kitchen and let's make this happen. Come on guys, let's go. So guys, these are the ingredients I'm going to be using to make this steak today. You remember I told you I've never made steak before. This is my first time and it really came out right. That's why I'm so excited. It came out right, guys. I've always bought it from the store to eat, but today I made mine inside my kitchen. So if I can do it, you can do it. So these are the things I'm going to be using. I'm using some rosemary, some parsley, garlic, and butter. And also, I'm going to use some spice. With spice, you have to just come up with whatever you like. Like, I just came up with the things I like. I added some Maggi, and I added some, garlic powder. I just did not follow the recipe from my videos. I just did mine, and it came out right. And that's black pepper, and now I'm putting my garlic powder. I just added all the spices I have in the house, and, I came up with this. And that's my red pepper. I put a little bit of red pepper. And that's my yaji, that is the suya spice. I just added this. This is just my own combination. And trust me, guys, it came out perfect. It came out right. The American steak may not need this ingredient, but I'm doing Nigerian steak, so I'm going to mix it up with whatever I can, find inside my kitchen. So first of all, what you do with your steak or your fresh meat is to use a clean napkin to damp it. Make sure you dry out all the water. You need to take out all the water, guys. And right after that, you start to put that spice, all those spice you mixed up, you try to rub them over the meat. Try as much as possible to, just put them. Not too much, because if you do it too much, it's going to burn. It's going to really burn. Because I almost got this burnt, but then I use my expertise to, salvage the situation. So try not to put too much. Just put a little bit of spice. You put it on both sides. Turn it around and put it on the other side. You know what happened with that side of the meat? I mistakenly first started making it before I realized I've not put my seasoning. So I took it out from the pot, and now I'm seasoning it and doing it the right way. So I put it on the front, and you put it on the other side. The first thing I said was to make sure there's no water on the steak. Make sure you take out all the water. So you can use anything you can find in your kitchen to just try to push in the seasoning. Make sure it gets into the meat, whichever way you can do it. So I put my oil on the stove, on the pot. The oil I'm using here is olive oil. You can use any oil, but I'm using olive oil. And you really do not need a lot. You just need a little bit. And then my stove was too high here, so always turn your stove down, guys. This was the first time when I was doing it without putting the seasoning, and then I took them out quickly and I added the seasoning. So anyways, when you add your seasoning, you put it like this. This is the right one. You put it like this, and then you put some sticks of butter, and then you start throwing in your garlic. You see me putting in the garlic. All this is just to give the meat some aroma. Just give it some real good aroma. You need this. When you put this, you can just tell by the smell of the house and everything. And right there, I'm putting that's my parsley. I'm putting it on the side. With steak, you really need these two herbs. So that's parsley, and the other one is I just put in my rosemary. So if you go to the store, just look for parsley, and then you look for rosemary, and you put them inside. As soon as the meat starts to bubble up, just put them inside, and make sure you have butter, because I'm going to show you what you're going to use this butter for when it gets melted in the pot. So you definitely need butter. If you want to make steak, then you can't avoid it. You have to use butter. So as soon as I put it in, I'm trying to use my I don't know what to call that thing. I saw it in the store and I looked at it and said, I may need this. So I don't know the name. So I'm using that thing to just, pat on my meat and make sure that my meat is really touching the bottom of the pan, so that I can cook it evenly. I don't do half and half steak. I do fully cooked steak. So you see what I told you about the butter? Once the butter starts melting, you need to pour it over your steak. You need to let that juice and that herb get inside the meat. You don't want to make your steak to be tasteless. You really want it to come out tasty, and that's what I did. You will agree with me that the American steak is not like this. They do not add all the spices that I added, but I'm doing my own steak in my own way. So you can do it any way you want to. Any seasoning of your choice will go for it. Just make it the way you want to make it, and you will enjoy it. So adding the soya spice was a plus for this recipe. Actually, the soya spice made this meat to really come out perfect. The taste of the meat was good. The taste came out really, really good, guys. So you have to put that soya spice if you want the African taste of it. So here I'm trying to turn it around, and with steak, it's very sensitive because if you're not careful, it's going to start to burn. And that's why I said you don't put too much oil. The butter, it's good for it, but don't put too much oil. So you keep doing what I'm doing here. I'm using that stick or whatever it's called, the spoon or I don't know. I'm using it to bring the thing down, and within 30 minutes, my meat was cooked. Not just cook, I'm going to show you the inside of this meat. You won't see any red blood because most times you go to the store and they give you meat. It depends on the type you want. If you want it rare or not done and, lightly done, you will notice that some of them have blood in it, inside it when you cut the meat open. But this one is fully cooked. You're going to see the inside of this meat. You really have to take time to do it. You don't allow your stove to be too hot or it will burn. Can you see inside the meat? The meat is fully cooked. Fully cooked. Fully cooked. And my children truly enjoyed this. This is really delicious, guys. I want you to try it anytime soon. You're going to love it. It's nutritious, it's delicious, and it's filling. Because when I made it, I served it with mashed potatoes. You can do mashed potatoes with gravy or anything. But like I said in the beginning, my children don't like gravy. So we just had it with mashed potato. So when you cut it up like this, you can still pour more of those butter juice inside it like this if you want to. But because I don't want a lot of fat in my food, I'm serving it like this. I put some of the butter on my children's meat, but I'm just eating mine like that. So you make some gravy or make anything you want to eat. It's your food. You do whatever you like to do with it. And that's how the steak is made. Thank you so much for watching me today. I truly appreciate you guys. I cannot thank you enough. I know God will bless you. Thank you so much. Bon appetit. Have a good day and see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.